Yo, what's going on everybody? Chadley here. In today's Outriders video, I'm going to be showing off a couple of the legendaries I've been able to collect so far in the demo, and also showing you guys exactly the best way of farming these because they are fairly rare, so I wanted to give you guys the most optimized routes possible. Now, unfortunately, I've only been able to get my hands on 3 different types of legendaries, so for this video, I'm only going to be showing off those 3, but if I do happen to get my hands on more as time goes on, we will go ahead and look at those in a separate video. Also, if you guys are watching this right as I'm posting it, I am live right now on Twitch, so definitely head over there and come hang out. Right now, we will be farming for some more legendaries and just hanging out, having a good time, so hopefully I'll see you guys over there. But in this video, we're going to be looking at the legendaries Rarog's Gaze, Amber Vault, and the Voodoo Matchmaker. So the first legendary we're going to be looking at is Rarog's Gaze here on our trickster. And all you guys got to do to really farm these, there are a couple captains you can kill, but this one is my favorite considering I don't have to reset the mission story at all to like even start it. This one I just go ahead and activate a side mission, and that side mission is Terra Infirma. If you talk to Shira in the camp, you can get the side mission from her, and you got to go find this lieutenant guy. So all you got to do is do that, and then you'll jump across this bridge, kill a couple enemies in this like bunker back here, and then now you'll be able to farm the captain. So all you got to do is start here. This is where you're going to respawn every time, and then just make a beeline straight for the captain. He's going to spawn in that doorway right ahead. You can ignore all the other enemies. This is definitely easiest on the trickster, but I can have a really easy time on basically any character. So all you got to do is just pop all your abilities, use it on him, do whatever, and he's going to die super quick. And that was with the Rarog's Gaze. It makes life so easy, but otherwise just farm him until you get your legendaries. They are pretty darn rare. People have definitely gone hours without getting any, but the good news is with this demo, your progress is going to carry over to the main game, and you will be able to keep these legendaries and also just dismantle them and get their legendary effects. So as you guys saw right there, I let the enemies kill me after I killed the captain. Just make sure the enemies don't kill you before those loot bags hit the floor, because auto loot will not work unless those bags are on the floor. So do just keep that in mind. If you end up trading with him, there's a good chance you're not going to get the loot that he drops. But let's go ahead and just show off the Rarogs a little bit better. And I will be using the twisted rounds for this on our trickster because it just makes things so good. But real quick, just to show them off without the rounds, they hit really hard. So that was a 104 damage body shot. I wasn't even hitting crits yet, so you can put out absolutely ridiculous amounts of damage, and this gun is just so good. I'm able to kill the final boss in about 10 to 12 seconds on my trickster, which is crazy. So real quick to show you guys exactly how much damage this Gaze can put out, we're gonna face Goss here. This is the final boss of the demo, and I'm not even using any vulnerable bullets or anything like that. So this could be even stronger if we had it. So if we go ahead and just aim for our headshots, we're hitting like 320 in there. We're going to mag and a half him, which is pretty darn insane. So if we take a little bit of a closer look at the Gaze and see exactly what it does, we can see its legendary tier 3 mod is called Weakness Trap. So shots cause explosions, dealing 46 damage and inflicting weakness on enemies within a 5-meter radius of the target, and it has a cooldown of 3 seconds. So what weakness is going to do is make the enemies deal 30% less damage for 6 seconds. So this is really nice. It's going to help your survivability a ton and also just deal tons of damage. And then we are also going to be inflicting burn on enemies, so this is going to be really nice for somebody like the pyromancer. Speaking of the pyromancer, that's where our other 2 legendaries are. This is my main character that I've played so far in the demo. So we have the Amber Vault and the Voodoo Matchmaker. We're going to be looking at the Amber Vault first. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this weapon does. So this is a double gun. So this gun is going to shoot really fast, and it has a pretty decent magazine size. It's got 60 rounds in there. But if we take a look at its tier 3 mod, it says killing shots increase damage by 30% for this weapon for 30 seconds. Bonus deteriorates with time and stacks up to 5. So we can get 150% damage bonus on this gun, which is crazy. And then its second mod is actually ridiculous. So Brain Eater. Critical shots do not consume ammo. This is crazy for bossing, because if you are able to just slow down an enemy and keep them pretty still, you can just hit endless headshots and just never consume ammo with this, and you can just drain the enemy until they're gone. And then when you combine that with the killing spree, you guys can go ahead and kill mobs and then stack up that damage and then focus on like the bigger targets like the captains or the bosses. And I overall think this gun is going to be crazy, but let's go ahead and take a look at it in action. So just to show you guys how strong this weapon actually is, I'm just gonna be using it on these enemies over here by the captain. And if I wasn't frozen right there, I'd be able to shoot. So now we're getting some kills and we're stacking up that damage. I believe I'm already at like 4 or 5 kills. I got a couple kills before we started recording again. But yeah, as we can see, each headshot is doing 30 damage, and we do not have any sort of special rounds with the pyromancer at the moment in the demo. So these can get even stronger, which is pretty crazy. And that was all on the captain as well, who has some armor. So on non-armored enemies, we're hitting into the 40s. We're hitting 44 damage for a crit, which is pretty wild. Now, the final legendary that we're gonna be looking at in today's video is the legendary assault rifle Voodoo Matchmaker. So if we take a look at its tier 3 effect, it says ultimate damage link. Shots link up to 2 enemies sharing 30% of their weapon damage dealt and 10% of their anomaly damage dealt. So this is going to be fantastic considering it's also paired with vulnerability bullets. So shots inflict vulnerable on enemies, which makes enemies take 25% increased damage for 10 seconds. So overall, you're going to be able to pump out a ton of damage with this weapon. So let's go ahead and take a look at this thing in action here. I'm just going to be in the same area that we were for the other guns. And as you can see, it is really, really good for mobbing. You can share that damage amongst a lot of people. Now, unfortunately, these guys have some cryo damage that keeps freezing me. But now that we got that out of the way, you can see how much damage this is actually capable of putting out, which is pretty wild, especially since it just shares to all of the enemies nearby and makes them weaker to all of your other sources of damage. It's just an awesome, awesome weapon. And just in general, these legendary weapons that we have found so far, they seem fantastic. Like, I was really kind of blown away at how strong and unique these legendary effects are. I'm really excited to start pairing them up together and seeing what kind of combos we can get in the full game. Yeah, guys, that's all of the legendaries I have to show for you in today's video. Like I said, if I can get my hands on some more, I'll definitely make another video showcasing more of these weapons. There seems to be quite a few more legendary guns that are available that people have found, so I will definitely try my best to get my hands on them. Like I said, we'll be trying for some more on stream here right now as you guys are watching the video as this goes live. So definitely head over to Twitch and come hang out. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.